She said it like it meant nothing. Just a harmless dinner with someone from work. No big deal, nothing to worry about. She tossed those words out like loose change. Like I was supposed to pocket them and walk away. So I made plans of my own. She never saw that coming. Tell me this. How would you feel if the person you built your world around told you they were stepping out for a friendly meal with someone else? Like it didn't matter. Like your trust was just something they could test quietly, while expecting you to smile and pretend the floor hadn't just shifted beneath your feet. That's where I found myself. Staring at the woman I married. The woman I thought I knew. And for the first time, I wondered, was everything we had already starting to fade? For 6 years, Eli Parker believed in him and Kara. Not just as lovers, not just as husband and wife, but as something stronger. Partners, soulmates, quiet companions in the chaos, late-night drives with music low, books passed back and forth, plans whispered in the dark for a life of shared peace and purpose. He remembered the night he asked her to marry him. Snowflakes catching in her eyelashes. Her yes small and trembling, like it meant everything. He'd carried that moment like a candle in the dark. But it all cracked. On an ordinary Thursday night. With pasta cooling on their plates and the news murmuring from the TV, he was reaching for the parmesan. When Kara, so casually it nearly slipped past, said, "I'm grabbing dinner with someone from the office on Saturday." No explanation, no curiosity in her eyes, just a fact, dropped cold onto the table. Eli froze, cheese still in hand. He waited for the punchline, for the teasing grin, but nothing came. She just took another bite, eyes on her plate, like nothing had shifted. "Dinner?" he asked, careful, his voice even. She looked up finally, and there was something rehearsed in her face. "Yeah, it's nothing, really. We just catching up. You know I love you." But Eli didn't explode, didn't beg or demand. He nodded slowly, took a drink from his glass. "All right," he said, then added, "Maybe I'll do the same. See how that feels." That made her pause. Fork midday, eyes narrowing. "You're seeing someone?" she asked, trying to sound amused. "There's someone I talked to at the dog park," Eli said simply. "She's easy to talk to. Thought maybe I'd ask her to dinner." Kara blinked. That confident tone faltered. "Really?" she said. "You'd actually go?" "Didn't you say we needed to stretch? Try new things?" He replied gently. She had no answer, only stunned silence. After that night, Eli began to shift. Not in fury, not in desperation. Just quietly. He got up earlier, started taking different routes to work, wore shirts he hadn't seen in years. He didn't raise his voice, didn't accuse, but he moved differently, like someone rediscovering the ground under his feet. Saturday came. Kara stood in the hallway, coat half on, phone in hand. "I'm heading out," she said, but her voice wavered. "So am I," Eli said, not even glancing up. She froze. "With her?" He looked over, smiled faintly. "Maybe." She didn't go. She sat on the couch, waiting, checking her phone. At 2:47 a.m., the door opened. Eli stepped in. Calm, steady, no apology, no questions. "Did you have a good night?" she asked. "It was enlightening," he said. The next morning, Eli sipped coffee at the table. Sunlight pouring in like nothing had changed. But everything had. Kara sat across from him, eyes searching, voice soft. "What's happening to us?" He looked up, unreadable, not angry, just distant. "You tell me," he said. "Weren't you the one who opened the door?" "I didn't think you'd walk through it," she admitted. He chuckled. "Low. Hello. You thought I'd sit here, waiting for you to decide." "I made a mistake," she whispered. "Yeah," he said. "You did. The moment you stopped choosing us." She found the papers the next week. On the table. Signed. Clean. Eli was in the bedroom, folding shirts, like someone preparing for a new season. Kara stood in the doorway, tears carving down her face. Eli, please. We can fix this. Just give me a chance. He zipped his bag, turned to her. His voice was clear, his eyes firm. It's not about fixing things, Kara. It's about seeing what was broken long before I noticed. And with that, he walked out. No glance back, no last words. The silence after was louder than any fight. The air in the house felt thinner, colder, because the man who had always been there, the one she assumed would always wait, was gone, not in anger, but in clarity, in peace. And in that silence, the truth roared louder than words ever could. So tell me, was Eli wrong for finally choosing himself? Or did Kara only realize what she had after it was already too late? I read every response. And if this story stirred something deep in you, there's more to come. Raw, honest, unapologetically real. Until then, guard your heart, and never let someone treat your love like it's replaceable. See you next time.